Hi, welcome to My Mini Addiction. I make and paint miniatures and terrain for tabletop gaming. Well, except this last week, I actually haven't been painting. I kind of hurt my hands. If you guys have watched my channel, probably knows that I, usually have compression gloves on. That's because I've got some chronic pain in my hands, and I've got exercises that I do, to keep them from getting stiff, and, it's just getting older and things just start kind of deteriorating. But, they work fine and stuff, except this last week. I did something that I probably shouldn't have, and I mean, I know my limitations. It's like, I don't open jars anymore. I try not to do anything that puts a lot of strain, don't carry, super heavy things. And I jumped in to help with setting up a huge tent, and so I was grabbing things, pulling and doing stuff, and it wreaked havoc on my hands. So this last week I kind of took a break from painting minis and have been doing some rehab. They're feeling a lot better, and so I'm gonna slowly get into painting more. But I just I'm like, I needed to give it a little break, because holding a mini and holding a brush, and it just I was like, I need my hands, so I needed to give them a little bit of a rest. But that gave me a lot of time to think about stuff. So an idea that's been rolling around in my head for a while is, okay, I made a Patreon over a year ago, and I was trying to, and I really haven't done much with it. I put videos and pictures on there, but you're getting a lot of the same stuff, here watching my YouTube channel. But I didn't really think of anything extra I can offer. I'm not doing painting tutorials. I'm not doing really anything special, so I didn't have a way to really sell it other than, just if you wanted to support my hobby. And so in the past, I have bought extra miniatures. I've painted them and I've sold them on eBay before and on Etsy, and so I've kind of done that, and that helps, or I can buy a bunch of paints, or there was one time I sold the set and then I made enough money, I bought my Proxxon foam cutter. So there's been times that I wanted to buy something, and so I'll paint up a big model and then I'll eBay it, and then there's some extra cash, because this is my hobby. So this is all paid for with, my spending money. So it's like, I have a job, I pay bills, I've got a little bit left over, and I put that towards my hobby. So I'm not sponsored in any way. So this is just me, doing stuff. So sometimes sell a few things and, get some money, extra supplies. So what I was thinking of doing actually with my Patreon is I wanted to start a raffle. So I went through and I found some minis that I had planned on painting to sell, and what I'm going to do is actually raffle them off. So I created on my Patreon, I have a tier that is for $1, and you get to join in for, you basically, the dollar gets you a raffle ticket. And so I'm planning on doing this in December. So I was going to do the raffle on Christmas Day, so December 25th. So anybody that signs up in December for the raffle tier for $1 gets an entry into this raffle. And so I've got 5 random Reaper minis. Here, I'll put a picture of them up on the screen. And so these ones I will paint up. I will pick one at random, and that will be what I'm raffling off. But if I get, because right now this tier has 0 people, but when I reach 10 people signed up for it, I will do 2 minis. And then when I get to 20, I'll do 3. So, all the way up to then at 30 and 40. So I'll keep adding minis. And then if I get 50, I'll do something bigger. So I'm not exactly sure yet, but I've got a lot of stuff, a lot of extras that we're, painting to sell anyway. So basically the money that's coming in for the raffle is going to cover any shipping costs for me to send it to you guys. So that's what I'm starting. I will put a link to my Patreon where I will explain a little bit more. And if I have enough people interested, I will make this an ongoing thing. So I figured the 25th would be a good time to actually do the raffle for that month, and then I can announce what will be raffled off for the upcoming month. So if you buy a ticket for December and then I don't draw your name stays in the pot. And if you stay on for January, then you will have your December ticket and your January ticket in there. So you've got 2 chances to win for that month, and so on and so on. So as long as you stay an active member for $1 a month, your name's in the pot to win a mini. So that's something that I'm thinking of. I'm going to try it out. But this is, well, it's kind of still early November. And so what I was going to do, I made the tier active now. So if somebody really wants to get in on this and they join in November, I'm going to throw in an extra ticket. So you will get a November ticket, a December ticket, plus a bonus ticket. So on Christmas Day, you'll have 3 chances to actually get in on the raffle. So, I don't know. I will see if it's something that there's enough interest, and then I will keep going. If not, I will just keep painting, and I will keep the stuff myself, or eBay it, or do whatever I end up doing. And then also, besides, thinking all this in my head this week is, I decided, since I got to kind of go easy on my hands, I'm like, I need to get another project going, which is my underdark cabinet display. So, 1.5 years ago, got this big cabinet at a yard sale. Well, actually, I got it for free because it was leftover. Nobody wanted it in the yard sale. Had no shelves in it, and I had a plan to make a display diorama in it. And I'd gotten, a huge piece of foam, and I had made a couple of shelves. My daughter was helping kind of sculpt, the shelves and things, and then it was like our project together, and then she broke her arm. So I was kind of like, oh, let me wait until her arm healed. But by that time, other stuff's going on, and she's kind of like, at this point, she's like, Mom, that could be your project. So I'm like, I need to get it done because I have a bunch of minis that are underdark creatures that I'd like to put in there to free up display case room for other minis that I'm painting. So I started working on that. I started wiring in some lights and then making some resin crystals and just getting started on that. So I will probably next week I'll have more of it done so I can show you guys, because I've got Sculpt-A-Mold that needs days to cure. The resin, I only have so many crystal molds, so I'm making a lot of crystals. I only get like 8 done a day because I gotta wait, for the resin to cure. So that's kind of a slow process making this cabinet display, but I hope it's cool, when it's all done. I plan on storing my all my mushroom terrain in there. I've got drow, driders, lots of other underdark monsters that I thought it would be cool to have, not just a shelf where they're all crammed in there, but, a little, or, well, it's not little, the thing's, huge and tall. But, so this big display with lights and all sorts of cool things. So I got that started this week too. So, next week video, I will give you an update on how I've been doing on this Underdark cabinet project. I will probably be back painting minis again because hand's been feeling a lot better. And then also I will let you know more about my mini raffle. But in the meantime, yeah, go ahead and check out my Patreon and, learn a little bit more about the raffle. And hopefully some of you guys want in on it so I can send you a mini. So anyway, I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.